And we are on day 3 of Barbados. We got like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of sleep, I think, between me and my sister. I wanted to get up at 5:30 a.m. to see the horses, but on the way to the horses, we saw the George Washington House. And that's pretty cool. They still have some of that old stuff. Here are the horses, and as soon as we pulled up, I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, here they are. People are outside bathing the horses. They're beautiful as ever, and this is like 6 a.m. now. And truly, I was debating if I wanted to bathe the horse, but nope, I want to ride a horse. Here I go, look. Truly, I was really feeling myself riding that horse. People was waving at me, okay, cowgirl, cowgirl. I said, yeah, I can't prepare, you already know. It was Father's Day, and it looked like them brothers needed some money. So we did what we did. We rode these horses, and look, notice I ain't got no saddle. Let me tell you something about riding a horse with no saddle. That's something that's not for the weak, okay? Afterwards, we decided to take a couple pictures, chill, have a couple drinks, and then, move around. We went to the next destination, which is taking pictures in front of the Barbados sign. We can't leave a destination without seeing a sign. The sign's amazing. We also talked to a lady. She looked good for her age. I think she was 60. And look how they utilize the environment to hang up their stuff and their belongings. That's a beautiful thing. My sister found something to drink, so we are drinking. I stopped. We said, look at this. That lady that was popping that thing on day 1. Well, look, this is a scarecrow of her. As I was looking around, I was like, oh my God, is that the baobab tree? This tree, is supposed to be native of Madagascar, and legends told one sea carried it across the ocean and now it's here. And I saw it on a map. I was like, oh my God, they have the ancient baobab tree. And my sister, she put in a word to the driver. He surprised me. And we pulled up here, and I was like, oh my God, she surprised me actually, because this is probably the highlight of my trip. I truly was amazed to see this tree. This tree right here holds 62,000 gallons of water. This tree is a pure tree. This tree covers all needs. This tree is, it looks like it's a baby because of the way the branches, I was looking at it, that kind of looked like some alligator scales. And oh my God, it bears fruit. I cannot believe this tree has fruit. This tree is where people can hide, as you can see. We also went to the boatyard. The boatyard had a husband daycare. That's so funny. I decided to steal some pictures, take some cute little selfies right here because it was such a colorful spot and location. I was like, you know what? I can't leave. The wind was blowing, but it wasn't gonna stop our day. Here we are at the beach. We definitely got a little tent and stuff. We sat out by the beach, and there's the famous boatyard. We can't leave without taking pictures at the iconic location. So here I am getting my little selfies in right here, and my sister and my mama decided to also, they're getting their beach pictures in. Look at my mama looking good. Look at her enjoying her time. That's it. That's how you do it, girl. Enjoy that weather. Go ahead, flip around, flip. So here we are. Look, there she is. I had to get some more shots because, all of our phones was on limited time. So we was trying to switch who's taking all the pictures and whatnot. And we had to send them to each other. Here, my sister posing on the beach. She looks great. She looks amazing. She out here and getting, enjoying that sun, girl. Yes. Here we are getting some food and some drinks. They have some really, really good drinks. I would definitely recommend. We kept getting them, and they had a 2-for-1 deal. This is, I don't even remember what kind of fish this is, but that right there, Don't do that. Okay, that ketchup to it. That ain't it right there. You ain't, macaroni and cheese and ketchup unless you like 5 years old. That ain't some shit that y'all. That ain't some shit y'all gonna eat again. It bring you back to childhood. Like, woo. Here we are. My sister decided she wanted to go snorkeling. Oh my gosh, I was having anxiety. But look. This was the best experience ever. I thought it was going to be scuba diving, and instead, we end up doing some snorkeling. This is what I saw. Look, I made friends with somebody in the water, and I was like, can you get some footage of me and stuff and whatnot? Because the guy said he was going to take our picture. He didn't, and look, there's some turtle. There's one turtle. That's what I saw. But other than that, there is a shipwreck down there. It was beautiful. It definitely was. It was something to marvel at. I kept dipping my head down, and I don't exactly know how to snorkel, so I kept getting water in it, and I was blowing. I couldn't blow hard enough. I was like, oh my God. Look, hear me wrapping my towel around, really trying to get into nature. And there's my mom on a jet ski.
Moi dans le sud, qu'amène jet ski, qu'amène jet ski, qu'amène jet ski, qu'amène jet ski, qu'amène jet ski. Yo en bas, c'est nous en l'aide, l'eau, qu'amène jet ski, qu'amène.
My mama saw that slide in the water. She wanted to get on that slide, and here I am waiting for her to get up there and and come down this slide. She finally get up at the slide. I'm excited. Got me thinking, is this something I can do? Can I go up there? But you know me, I couldn't even trust myself, like climbing and swimming and none of that stuff. Here she is, and a man stand right in my way. Why did you stand right in my I can't believe this shit. Anyways, she come down the slide, and I couldn't believe my mama went belly first. Belly first. That is so dangerous. That is so dangerous when you ain't never done nothing like that before.
You crazy.
I can't believe it.
That's so crazy.
Can't believe it.
That's crazy.
And I'm so proud of you, mama. I am so proud of you. Look at you. I couldn't do it. Here we are about to close our night where we see a centipede. And actually, my mama friend on the beach told me a story on how a centipede paralyzed his whole entire right side of his shoulder. It was really interesting to see. I ain't never seen a red centipede before. So I had to go call my sister. I was like, girl, look at this. And KFC deliver at midnight.